regards to the Junior High Audition Etudes set number 2. The one item that we'll be discussing is sticking preferences for the passage in measures 8 and 9. Before I start, just a quick reminder for people using this book and people doing auditions is to remember when you walk in the room to always adjust the instruments to you. Find that students feel uncomfortable coming in and moving the instruments. Remember that you've spent a lot of time with all of this kinesthetic memory to please adjust the drums so I know exactly where my proper playing areas are. At measure 8, I'm going to start this with the left hand. And this will be following a 16th note, left hand lead, natural sticking policies. So 1 E and or left, right, left, right. I will do this slow. A little faster. So when I subtract notes in measure 9, that I will simply remove that sticking. So left, right, left, right, left, left, right, left, right, left, left, right, left, right, left, left, right, left, right, left. Next, we'll be discussing the mallet portion for Junior High Audition Etudes set number 2. The only item we're going to be discussing in here is working on octave accuracy. It's one of the most prevalent things that we have to play and one of the most difficult things that we have to master. There are really 5 ways that we're going to do this. I'm going to do this slow for you so we can understand it. I'm going to do this at 75. The first way is I'm going to play the right hand and goes to the left. Then I will play the left, goes to the right. The third is I will flam the right hand. So the right hand will be playing, the left hand will be playing low, but we'll be playing the notes. Then I will do the reverse. Then I will play as written without the rolls, going from the pickups to measure 21 to the downbeat of 23. This will be at quarter note equals 75, and this is to use as a demonstration. So in short, that's a progression I would use to work on octave accuracy. In Junior High Set 2, we only have one passage that we're really going to discuss with the standard portion, starting at rehearsal C. It's the flam patterns that we're going to be viewing in measure 35. And this can get tricky, especially for younger students. I'm going to play it for you first, and then I'll discuss it. Metronome marking is at 105. Measure 35. Again. So I'm following roughly a natural sticking policy based on the 8th notes in the first 2 beats. 1 and 2. And then I'm following 16th note natural sticking policies in the 3rd and 4th beats. Is the Junior High Audition Etude Set 2. This is the final portion of this series, and it's for tambourine. Today I'm going to be using a Black Swamp tambourine. It's a silver the jingles are silver rather. And I would urge you, whatever brand you use, to use something articulate jingle that's very clear, like a silver as compared to probably a copper or a bronze, which would be a little rounder tone. We're going to discuss a few things with the techniques. The very opening at D is that we're going to be alternating between our leg and our hand. You may choose to turn the tambourine over if you wish. I just find that going into the roll in measure 46 needs this approach. When you're doing the alternating between your hands and your knees, the most important thing to memorize is that the left hand is really initiated from the elbow. If I use my wrist, I'm going to have extraneous sound. So work to get that sound. And try as best as possible to balance the sound between your leg and your hand. Next is the decrescendo roll. This is measure 46, beat 3. I'm going to finish here, and I'm going to follow up by releasing on my leg, and then play the next section with the instrument on my leg to help bring out the soft dynamic. This relates to the tambourine being a directional instrument. And by simply where the head is facing is where the loudest it will be. At measure 48, we're doing a couple of tricks. This will apply to sections of Carmen if the student proceeds to pursue percussion auditions, but I'm using finger roll. So I'm doing the roll, release, tap. For that, and the crescendo roll at 49 going on is I'm going to initiate here, low, and bring the tambourine up. Please remember that the tambourine is a directional instrument, and so I can use low and high to help dictate the volume registers. Last is there's a very extreme dynamic change from measure 51 to 52. We're going from fortissimo to piano. You're coming from a roll, now the tendency would, normally I would put my hand on the head and tap to get the soft dynamic. However, there would be a timbre change and it would sound like I'm actually playing a different instrument. So all I'm doing is simply just playing soft and making sure that the piano is articulated. I'll play it from the side so you can see better.